If we needed any more proof that modern women are out of control in 2023, here's another story out of Detroit, Michigan. Now, I love and respect my people in the D, but you're gonna have to hold this L for this one, or at least throw these folks out of the community. If you're watching from Detroit, let me know below in the comments which way you're gonna go. Are you gonna take that L for them or completely toss these folks out? It's a story of a jealous baby mama who got into an argument with her baby daddy's other baby mama, and now she's facing a lot of time behind bars if convicted. Oh yeah, did I mention that both women are now pregnant by the same man? And yes, he's a complete moron too. I'll tell you why, but first, take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Shantoya Williamson is a 26-year-old mother out of Detroit. She has a 2-year-old baby boy with a man identified as Timothy Payton. In addition to the 2-year-old that Shantoya has with Timothy, she's now pregnant once again with another kid from him. It also sounds like Timothy, he's been very busy as well. He reportedly got another woman pregnant at the same time. So this guy, he's really been busy juggling these women, and they've been busy fighting for his attention and time. Everything came to a head on Super Bowl Sunday 2023, while everyone else was preparing for the matchup between the Eagles and the Chiefs. Shantoya was running around the city like a lunatic. She was driving around obviously looking for trouble, and she found it. Just after 12 o'clock noon, Shantoya saw Timothy with his other pregnant baby mama in a Dodge Charger and decided to run up on them. She didn't care about her 2-year-old son who was in the car with her. She didn't care that she was pregnant, nor did she care that the other woman was pregnant too. Shantoya pulled up in her SUV next to Timothy and the woman in the Charger, started yelling at the woman. The women exchanged words with each other, and out of nowhere, Shantoya pulled out a firearm and let off several shots towards the other woman. Shantoya quickly drove away while Timothy took the other woman to the hospital. As authorities arrived and conducted an investigation, they found casings in the road. A message was sent out to neighboring police departments and hospitals to be on the lookout for a gunshot victim. A short time later, Centerline police received a call from Ascension St. John Hospital in Detroit saying the victim had showed up there for medical treatment. The woman was reportedly treated for non-life-threatening wounds to her leg, and detectives ended up tracking down Shantoya. They found her at her residence in Detroit. When they got to her house, officers reported seeing Shantoya slapping Timothy. But when they approached them, Timothy tried to cover up for Shantoya and told them that she did not hit him. Never mind, the officers clearly saw her putting hands on him. Even though Timothy tried to lie about her slapping him, they still ended up picking up Shantoya and charged her with the incident where she injured the pregnant woman. Her bond was set at $750,000. Shantoya also had 3 outstanding warrants from other counties.
Sadly, a real-life Jerry Springer-style story, if ever there was one. And somewhat complicated, but here are the basics. One man has 2 women pregnant at the same time, and one of the pregnant women is apparently very jealous, so she shoots the other one.
It's outrageous conduct.
Here's the sequence of events according to the Macomb County Prosecutor's Office. This past Sunday around noon near Central and Sylvan and Centerline, 26-year-old Shantoya Williamson saw her baby's father in a car with another woman. He also got pregnant. Again, the 2 women, according to authorities, are pregnant at the same time by the same man. Williamson also had her 2-year-old son in her SUV with her. Her boyfriend or ex, the relationship status is somewhat unclear, gets out of the vehicle and is arguing with Williamson, and that's when she allegedly fires into the other car, hitting the other pregnant woman in the leg. But we're told that woman is going to be okay. She drove herself to the hospital.
This shooting is senseless, it's violent, and it's more importantly, dangerous to a point of death. And anybody could have died out there.
About 40 minutes or so later in Detroit, the man at the center of all of this is now with Williamson. Police there tell me an officer patrolling on Greeley sees Williamson slapping this man. Maybe over all the baby mama drama, who knows? At this point, despite everything that's gone on, he tells the cops she didn't hit him. But Williamson is arrested all the same because police saw her assaulting him. Police recovered the weapon allegedly used in the earlier crime.
We don't know, and we don't really understand why it had to come to such violent means of the shooting.
Williamson was charged with assault with intent to murder and fourth-degree child abuse. Bond was set at $750,000. Hillary Golston, Fox 2 News.
This is really embarrassing. You have a pregnant woman setting it off on another pregnant woman. And some people, they may wonder, why did it have to get to this? But this is what happens when you're dealing with an emotional woman. No sense whatsoever, no femininity whatsoever, out of order, always starting something and going to look for trouble. And I just don't understand how she could be upset with the other woman. You're the one who got yourself in this situation. You laid down and let this man give you a baby twice. 2 of them. Luckily for the pregnant victim, she was treated at the hospital and she's expected to be okay. Obviously, this whole situation is out of order, and if these young women listen to lessons like the ones over here, they wouldn't even be in this situation in the first place. Why? For starters, neither one of them will be pregnant by this guy because they wouldn't be having unprotected relations with a man that's not even committed to them. Yeah, so we have to start there. They wouldn't even be getting pregnant and preparing to push out a baby for a man that's not their husband. This is why we're supposed to live a certain way, move a certain way, and that's to protect yourselves, ladies. It's so nasty how they're all sleeping behind each other so recklessly, possibly exposing themselves to all kinds of stuff, and now creating more life when none of them are qualified to be parents. Timothy isn't qualified, and these women, they are not qualified either. Shantoya is out here acting like she's in the 2023 edition of Set It Off, all while her 2-year-old baby is in the back seat. Like, first of all, ma'am, just like during the pandemic, the elderly and the pregnant women, you need to go out and run your errands in the morning. And after that, you need to be in the house, unless you have an appointment for you, the baby, or whatever. Why are you riding around on a mission anyway? Up here trying to pull up on people. No, Shantoya is out of order. No excuses. I believe she's been fighting with this other pregnant woman over Timothy, and she's been preparing for a fight. That's why she had the weapon ready for the day that she was able to see the woman initiate and escalate an argument with her and do what she did here. I believe she had this whole scene planned out in her head. Now, Timothy is full of crap, and I wish the second baby mama didn't include herself in this nonsense. First off, the man has a 2-year-old baby with the woman. 9 times out of 10, they are still sleeping around. And then after Shantoya did what she did, he didn't call the police on her. It sounds like he dropped off the second baby mama at the hospital and went over to Shantoya's house. We're talking about the same woman that you just witnessed attempting to take the life of another woman, your other baby mama. And you're going over to her house to smooth things over without the police? Then when the police showed up, this man called himself trying to lie to cover up for her. You should have been saying, hey, here's the one you're looking for. She's right here, officer. Nah, instead she's over there slapping him up. The police saw it and he said, oh no, she didn't do anything to me. Like, is he crazy? I think they are both morons, and I wish a second baby mama did not get herself involved with these 2 idiots. Just by his actions, he's out of order. The fact that he saw her do what she did and then went over to her house, did not call the police, didn't do anything. It seems like his main goal here is protecting the woman who almost took the life of another woman that's carrying his baby. Just crazy. And yes, the second baby mama, she is the victim here, but I will say this about her. She also put herself in this position. You knew he already had a baby mama. Even if you didn't know that she was pregnant for the second time, you knew that he already had a 2-year-old. That's enough to know that you should not be really messing with him. And not just messing with him, but laying down and letting him give you a baby too. I'm sorry, but that lowers your value. You can operate like this all you want, but then you get situations like this. More than likely, Shantoya, she's about to have this baby while incarcerated. It's not certain who's going to take care of the baby in addition to the 2-year-old. I'm curious to see if Timothy is the one that will end up with custody of both kids, because Shantoya, she deserves a life sentence. There is no reason, absolutely no reason at all. I mean, no way to justify what she did. And for the ladies, this is why I say you can't go around letting everybody get you pregnant. You are only supposed to be pushing out babies for your husband anyway. If these women weren't pregnant by him and they found out that he was entertaining the other woman and they didn't want to be a part of it, all they had to do was leave and walk away. Cut off all ties, cut off communication, remove themselves from this ghetto soap opera. If they had done that, then Shantoya wouldn't be on her way to prison, and the other pregnant woman wouldn't be going through what she's going through. Now, unfortunately, since she's already tied herself up with this man, something tells me that the second baby mama, she's going to continue to deal with him although he's put her in all this danger. Listen, I know you ladies, especially you young ladies, you only think about right now. You're always having fun in the moment. You don't think about the repercussions of your decisions. You have to value you. Timothy was not worth all of this. Having your freedom taken away, it was not worth all of this. All you've done here is show the world your low value by being mixed up into nonsense like this. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. What do you think about this situation? Shout out to our sister Queen Smoke, as well as our brothers Lionel, Dark Power, and Anthony B. I appreciate all of you for your support. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.